I delight in the devious. I obviate the obvious. You're misreading my intentions. They're going to lay a trap for me. A trap at one its springs. Hey! Batman and Robin will never come back.
Bird beats back!
Hey guys, and welcome to Flashback Generations. In this episode, Pete and I are going to discuss the smallest guy who thinks he's a bird in Batman. Of course, it's the Penguin.
I was hoping you'd say that. Look around you. This horrible bunch of psychopaths are all begging to join up with me. But unfortunately for them, I only take the best. And today, best means whoever can kill you.
When you select the Penguin gang, it's a bit easy to choose your leader, as there is only one at the moment.
Yeah, the choice is made.
Yeah, there you are. He's the Arkham City version of Penguin. Pretty, I wouldn't say he's tasty stats actually.
No, well, you wouldn't expect it. You know, he's not Hulk Hogan or anybody.
No, he's certainly not. I was pointing out earlier. I said every video or anything you ever look at Penguin, it's always about him getting beaten up.
Yeah.
He never wins a fight. He's got a trick up his sleeve every time. Yeah,
you should be avoiding physical fights, really. You know, you can. Yeah, he's got his trick umbrella. More on that later, but he's not. You know, the punch-up guy, is he?
Now hold on a bloody minute! I seen your act! I ain't done nothing you not done! Black Mask, put a bounty on my head. Where is he? I don't keep tabs on every geezer with a grudge. You're not a popular bloke in this town. You're running out of time. Wait. Lacey Towers. There was a murder. It was supposed to be his same house. Or Black Mask. He's got problems of his own, I'd say. Someone broke in there.
Looking through what he has, he is reputation 75.
Yeah, it's reasonable for a leader. I think it's pretty good.
75. I think it's expensive for him.
Yeah.
But here's why. So he's got strength 5+. That's guy.
Awful. Yeah.
Yeah, it's awful. It's whatever. That's what the worst people are in the game. They're 5. So he gets a 2. He gets movement 2.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah. Okay. Attack 3.
Yeah. Poor. Yeah.
Defense 3 though. That's good, isn't it?
It's not. It could be 2, I suppose. But
well, okay.
It's pretty rough.
Defense 3. He's got endurance 7.
Yeah. That's okay.
Oh, he's getting there, you know.
Yeah, considering he's a little guy, you know, it's not bad, not bad.
He's getting there then. He's got willpower 7.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's more than Jason Todd has.
Yeah, I mean, maybe an 8 would have compensated for some of his shortcomings a bit more, but he has got some compensations, I think.
He does. He has weaponry. Yeah. He has a filthy one-shot gun.
Well, don't use those words, Si. Steady on. Let's say
one rate of fire gun.
One use only gun.
Yeah. He's got an umbrella cannon, which is just horrendous, really.
Yeah, 3 blood.
3 blood, rate of fire 1, and 2 ammo. It's a firearm at short range, so he goes in, bang. Yeah. He will absolutely demolish whatever he hits with that.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
That's you can't just treat that lightly.
Well, it's rated fire 1, so he can also dash around and use it without losing out on anything, can't he?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, run around the corner and shoot somebody in the face with it.
Yep.
Good stuff, yeah, it's good that.
And this also doubles up as a knife weapon. It's got a big blade on it, so...
The umbrella blade, yeah.
It's a sharp 2 blood.
2 blood, yeah.
Pretty nice, although, you know, he's attack 3, so anyone can defend against him. He's got sharp, so he's re-rolling those to wound
damage rolls, yeah.
Which is good. But he's strength 5, so
he's not supposed to be in a melee fight. So
he's not the guy who you stick in for the fight person at all, is he? So that's his weapons. So now we'll go through his traits. First off, he's got persuasive.
Yeah, that's you can hire 1 more free agent than normal, is it? Or
no, that's charismatic.
Sorry, yeah. Persuasive is line of sight, isn't it?
Line of sight.
So limited range, so as long as you can see an opposing model, is it one special to use?
One special and one attack.
Well, that's it, one special, one attack, and you can force that model to be the next model to activate.
Yep. Forgo your passes, whatever, that guy's going next.
You've got to activate that guy next, and that could be massive, couldn't it? It could be really... if you can figure out what the other guy's trying to do and what order he needs to do it in, and you can get line of sight on somebody who's involved in that plan, you can really mess somebody up. If they've got a big guy stood at the top of an alleyway and all the other guys are behind him, if you can get, you can get people behind the blocker to activate first, they can't get out and do what they were going to do. There's all sorts of tricks.
Absolutely. He's, I believe with having persuasive, his umbrella cannon, and being the leader, he is one of the guys who you actually actively want to go first. Because what you get to have him do then is you get to shoot your cannon. You get to inspire, which means that all your guys get +1 counter on them. And as well as that, you get to persuasive. And at the end of your turn, you get to use mob, which is one of his other traits, which means you're +1 to your let's go. So the let's go roll, whoever's 10 away, it's on a 3+.
That's right.
So he's essentially one of the best characters to do that. And another thing I found is his endurance is good enough and his willpower is good enough that you don't necessarily need to worry about him. He's not your eggs in one basket. He isn't 150 points.
Yeah, and you find as we go through the gang, you'll notice he's got tons of bodies he can put around him. To shield him with. And
the bodies all hit a lot harder than him. So what happens is your opponent typically doesn't have enough shots or firepower or punches to throw at Penguin, even though he's not very good. He's doing enough influence in the game.
I'd say if he's in an actual combat situation himself, something's probably gone wrong, hasn't it? It could happen. Batman, people with Batclaw can swoop in quite quickly, but
scenarios I actually noticed really mess him up.
Yeah, it could
because if he has to deploy on this side and they're on that side,
if he's all out on his own,
rolling a dice, he's a hero on his own and whatever. But you know what? He's still a capable fighter on his own. I've tried to take him out with Night Owl, thinking, oh, Night Owl will have him. He doesn't.
That's Night Owl.
Night Owl just loses.
Night Owl falls over.
But Penguin, he can hold his own because of his endurance and because of his willpower. He can stack up on whatever he likes, and he has enough tricks. So he's got charismatic up next. Charismatic is every 100 points a rep. You can actually hire another free agent instead of 150, which means that this gang is absolutely off the wall, able to do whatever it likes. It can do more than any other gang. In terms of diversity, when you're actually building
all the weirdos, you can hire all the weirdos, can't you? Basically,
it's when you go into Bat Builder, you can actually really look at all those free agents and think, oh, Penguin could probably do this, especially because he's only 150 points for that leader. Oh, sorry, 75. What am I talking about? He's 75 points as a leader, and then you've got a lot of extra points. So he is the guy if you want to take a lot of free agents with this character band. Which is great that they've allowed two extremely diverse bands, unlike Joker gang.
Well, it fits in with his fluff as well. You can imagine him hiring a load of
absolutely
bizarre characters to achieve some aim or other. It's good.
He's got a bulletproof vest.
He has.
What does that do?
I've forgotten.
It's
you get hit by firearms on a 4-up.
Firearms don't.
Wounded on a 4-up instead of a 2-up.
Note that it's firearms, so arrows are still on a 3.
Right, they will be.
Whatever.
Mechanic and stuff like that. Mechanic.
He's got handyman.
He
can manipulate things with their movement counters for free. It's good for. He's the best guy for carrying loot. He's the guy who goes up and carries that loot. That also doubles up with his Lord of Business rule, which means
he's got. Well, you can take 2 loot objectives rather than just the one.
Take an extra one.
Is it an extra one, or is it you can repeat?
You can double up.
Okay. And he gets $500 extra funding for the gang, which is handy if you take in free agents and bring in a load of weaponry or whatever.
Well, the free agents will benefit from it, but your henchman heavy gang completely well.
Yeah, well, we'll see as we go on. I'm not familiar with how many guns this gang's got access to. I've seen a couple at least.
They have a lot in their henchmen. If that's the way you roll, but you know. Right. And he's also got small, which means he only moves 8, but his blink is better, so he's harder to hit. The movement, I think, is a big factor on him. Yeah, he's got to shuffle along with his you know, trying to stay near his mates, really. He's got a waddle. He's got a waddle. Okay, well, that's Penguin. Overall, he's pretty good. He is. Okay, we'll go on to the sidekicks next. Okay, so we're on to sidekicks now. The Penguin crew's got a grand total of 1 sidekick. As we mentioned before, Penguin's not that great in a fight. He could do with somebody big and beefy to protect him in those situations. And luckily enough, this sidekick is a kind of bodyguard guy. It's Abramovich, also known as Sickle. Big guy, carrying a big sickle. I suspect, I'm not up on all of the intricacies of the fluff, but I suspect that this guy is very closely related to Abramovich in the Joker crew, who's got a big hammer. This guy's got a big sickle. They might him possibly from, you know, Africa or somewhere like that. All Russian. Somewhere like that, yeah. All Russian. So there's something going on there with the fluff. I'll look up that story at a later date. But this guy is a big hulking brute, really. He is. So his reputation, 71. Yeah. Which I think is okay. It's kind of in line with what big guys are. From memory, I think it's exactly the same as his brother, twin, alter ego in the Joker clan. I think it is. We'll have to check that out. He's 70 something as well. Okay, but that's kind of in line with what big guys are. 50 plus to whatever. Sidekick. So he gets the sidekick rules. So strength 3 plus. Yeah. Every big guy is strength 3 plus. So yeah, stick with that. Movement 3. Yeah, it's fairly standard, isn't it? Actually, I've noticed that a lot of big guys are only moving 2, so he's okay. I don't know why he's got 3, but great. Yeah, you can use it. He has attack 5. That's awesome. Pretty good. That is pretty hefty, alright. Yeah. 5's, yeah, again, it's kind of standard for big guys. You know, you see Killer Croc with it. Yeah. As well as his defense 3. These big guys all having that. Yeah. Endurance 8. Endurance 8 is awesome. Defense 3 is not great. That I found with the other guy, you know, who's very similar, or the same, the twin. You go and smash up a bit, and then you know they will take a bit of a pounding afterwards. They do, yeah. They've got endurance 8, but yeah, you know, 8 doesn't last forever, so no, it doesn't. To be aware of. And perhaps a bit of a low point on him is his willpower. 6, yeah, it's not great. But you know, a lot of henchmen. Sidekicks, not henchmen. A lot of sidekicks and free agents would have 6 anyway. So, you know, for his points, 71, it seems a bit right anyway. Yeah. What weapon does he have? He's got a sickle. So the hammer in Joker crew and the sickle in this, I guess they're after the Soviet flag. So this one is Bloodstun, which is decent, and it's got reach, and he's got a huge base anyway, so his reach is going to be quite a large circle, isn't it? Well, the reach is only 3 centimetres no matter what. But it is, but it's 3 centimetres from a slightly wider circle, so I guess so. It makes a difference with the 360 attack, which he's got. Yeah, he's got... Spoiler. Well, they sometimes mess together, don't they? It's like they read the card already. He's got sharp as well, always nice. It's a sickle, it should be sharp, he keeps it sharp. So he re-rolls those to wound rolls. Yeah. And then he's got elite boss penguins, so we'll come to that later. I'm assuming there's going to be some elite penguin cards later on. There is indeed. He's large, size the expert on large. Large, so he's got a better base move. He can't be knocked over by conventional stuff. It has to be another large person that knocks him over. He's got charge. Bash people out of the way. Yeah, which is that special move. Look it up somewhere. And he's got resilient. Which is a reroll his endurance test. So I mean, you know, he's large is a great rule in itself. To be honest, there's very few drawbacks. Your hit easier. Your blink rolls aren't as good.
Yeah, -1 blink for being larger. That's about the only downside, really.
That's about it. Well, you know, maybe in game you might notice that the large base gets in the way of yourself, but
yeah, and you could get more guys on you and stuff like that, I suppose.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's got 360 attack, so that's handy with the reach. So you know, he's got a really huge circle around. He can reach over people.
One special, one attack. Yeah. So with reach, he's got a 3 centimeter. Everyone in that circle gets hit. So I mean, you know, he can actually attack pretty hard doing that. I actually find it quite hard to get this off because it'll hit your own guys as well.
Yeah, sometimes it's the price you pay. You know, it depends who those guys are, really, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You might be fine to do that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you activate him early, it's actually okay.
Yeah.
You know, you might get him in and get these hits off. I mean, there's nothing wrong. It's definitely a plus thing that you can get a potential 360 attack.
Yeah.
And having reach especially is amazing because then you can actually go up and hit everyone and force them to actually move to attack you.
Yes.
You know, they can't just attack and move away. They have to actually come. They have to engage you.
Yeah.
Then you have the rest of your force ready to go in. So, you know, it's good. It's potentially dangerous, but I find it a little bit tricky to think about when you're exactly going to use it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know. It's situational, but not as situational as something like stealth.
So coupled with his low defense value of 3, we've got one armed as well, which is you know, a bit of a bad thing for him.
That's it when he's defending. It's even harder for him to defend. So the
it's -1.
Yeah. And someone's attacking you, attack 3.
Yeah.
He's attacked 4. So it's even harder for him to try and stop that.
So again, this guy's going in, hitting lots of people very, very heavily, and then he's going to take quite a pounding, really. That's what I found with the other guy as well.
Yeah.
The only difference, I think, is the weapon and potentially 360 degree.
He's got the endurance 8, so that's the saving grace. He's trying to do that, and with enough henchmen or support, he shouldn't be falling over anyway.
Yeah. But if he's not doing that, if he's not running into the middle and bashing heads, he's also got the bodyguard rule, which is where within, it's a special, and if the leader takes any damage and the leader's within 5 centimeters of this guy can passively spend a special and take that damage instead.
Yeah. It's just one hit, but he just takes a hit. It's a hard one to do because
you can use it against shooting attacks, can't you? So if somebody's shooting away a penguin and gets a damage on him or something.
Yeah, he takes
this
damage.
guy stands and jumps into the wet.
There's a bit of a problem with the bodyguard rule. It works for sidekicks and leaders.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, and now if you count up all the sidekicks and leaders of Penguin Crew, he can't use it on himself. Well, what's the point? So he can use it on Penguin. So it's a bit, at the moment, it feels like he can use it on himself. Period.
Well, yeah, it's for Penguin. That's what he's there for. Yeah, that's what he's there for.
He takes the hits for Penguin. You got Elite Boss Penguin, which is he can keep on employing as many elites as he wants in that gang, rather than just the one. Which is very handy, as we'll find out in a bit. Brutal.
Brutal, he can re-roll his collateral die, but he's obviously got to accept the re-roll if you choose to do that.
Yeah.
Very useful.
Brutal's an awesome rule, no matter what. So, anyway, that's the sidekicks done. Yeah. Let's move on to the henchmen.
Here, reclaim your birthright.
I'm Jak. Hi. Okay, let's see. What I'd like to do first is to put these little glove thingies on you. Our research tells us that voters like fingers. So if we want to just lose this, we'll do it another time then. Okay, doke?
Not a lot of reflective surfaces down on the sewer, huh?
Still, could be worse. My nose could be gushing blood.
Your nose could be...
Okay, so onto the henchmen now of the Penguin Crew, and to start with, we've got the very low-level henchmen. There's 4 of them who are very, very similar. We're going to deal with 3 kind of together. The lowest 3 are all known as Blue Penguin. They're all endurance. They're all willpower 4. Exactly the same stats, which are very mediocre. Movement 2.
Strength 5, movement 2, attack 2, defense 2. So these guys fall over.
Endurance 4.
They get blown over.
I didn't know anybody was Endurance 4.
Oh, you never played ninjas?
Yeah, no. So these guys are exactly the same. The rep costs 13, 13 and 15. The only difference is one has a shield, which is protecting.
So the shield with protecting, yeah. So that's he gets a blink roll,
which is plus one to that blink, or
no. It means that when he's it's a 4-up blink he's got to shoot through him.
Yeah.
So he's great for just walking forwards first. He also gets, his defense rolls get +1.
Yeah.
So he's better at defending than anyone else.
And he's got a star, so he's repeatable. I've just suddenly had an idea about a shield wall, but ignore me. Shield wall, no. The next guy's the same.
And they've all got the rule, mobster.
They've all got mobster, these are low-level henchmen. Mobster is if you have mobster and you're attacking an enemy who's suffering from numerical inferiority, you get +1 attack.
Yeah, so martial artist will cancel that.
It will, because if the victim's got a martial artist, he doesn't suffer from numerical inferiority, so mobster won't trigger.
I believe you only get +1 attack.
Yeah.
But that's the way that
well, yeah, you do. It doesn't matter if there's 16 of your mates stood around this guy kicking him. He's suffering from numerical inferiority, so you get +1 attack.
It's still quite
just triggers once, because you can only suffer it once.
Yeah. So if you got 2 attacks on someone, you get +1 for free.
Yeah.
It's not great though, because you look at it, you got a shield guy there. Oh great, I got an extra attack. I do 1 stun and I've got 1.
It's the old crowd of chumps basically, kicking some hero, and the hero jumps up and breaks free and all that stuff.
Yeah. Well, it works here, doesn't it?
So we've got the shield guy, we've got machete guy, who's got a 1 blood damage machete. That's sharp and tough, or heavy.
Or heavy, yeah. So he is wounding on a 4 with a reroll.
Yeah.
So that's for a blood damage. He's actually, I think he's pretty tasty. I like him over the shield guy. I don't know why. I think it comes down to, do you need to attack or do you need to defend? I mean, these two guys are polar opposites, aren't they?
Yeah, there's 2 sides to the coin.
Yeah, so personally, I'm a fan of the machete guy because at least he gets to attack. He's a bit of a threat all the time. I find the shield guy, when he's standing there, no one really cares.
No, like you say, you'd be good for marching forward. You could walk in front of us all, and hopefully we can lurk behind you and get a blink out of it.
If there's a gun gang, I think the shield guy is actually, well, obviously he has a bigger value.
Yeah, a lot of the time though, you could probably afford to take both of them, really.
That's true. Both 13 rep each.
Yeah.
So these guys are just
very cheap.
And then the last one in their rubbish gang is a 15 point. He's got the automatic gun.
Yeah. So it's blood stun. Ammo 2, it costs $300. Standard cost for a gun like this, really.
Yeah.
It's firearm, it's short range, which is odd, and it's light as well. Oh, it's just a pistol type thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
okay.
It's a rate of fire 3.
Rate of fire 3 though, that's great, that's awesome if you can keep still to use it. 2 ammo, which is fairly bog standard.
Yep.
Not bad, not bad gun. For the cost of 2 extra rep points on his brothers. 15, and 300 funding, yeah.
15 points, 15 rep, I think he's okay.
Cheap gun, yeah, very cheap gun.
If you're in the market to have 15 points to just spend somewhere, he's actually okay. I rate him.
It'd be nice sitting on an objective somewhere if you can get him there. Anybody comes near, you can just go bang, 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 start shooting at him. Yeah. He's going to die, but at least he gets to make a mess of somebody on the way in, sort of thing.
He's not very threatening. Oh, I still think he needs an errata, that he needs a knuckle duster. His model as well.
Oh, right, fair enough, yeah. No, so, he'd be up into the range of 18 rep points or something.
I was saying he should be dearer, but it's
double stun,
he's got it on his model. So, anyway, he is what he is. He's okay. For 15, you can't complain. Yeah. He's got a decent shot if you can get it off.
Yep.
And then next up we got 17. Now his difference is he's willpower 5.
This is another blue penguin.
Willpower 5.
Willpower 5, yeah. He's on something or other. This guy, he's really
So he's got an
improvement.
Axe. So all axes across the board are 2 blood damage, and they've got heavy and sharp.
Wait a second. These 2 idiots don't know what they're talking about. The axe rules are handy and heavy. For the real stats, visit bat-builder.com. Anyway, carry on.
I think he's I think he's brilliant for 17 points. He does a lot of hurt, and he's quite threatening.
Yeah, yeah. If that's what his axe can do, yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, well, he's the bigger version of the machete, really.
Yeah.
You know, he's got an extra willpower as well. Ooh.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, he's nearly as
no more endurance though. If he gets caught out, he's going to lie down and have a bit of a sleep, I think, for a long time.
Yeah.
Well, you know, these guys are all dirt cheap. So
I would take Axe Guy over those three. But he is
you just take them all. You just take them all most of the time. If you're taking any of these guys, these rubbish ones, you're probably taking all of them. You're doing a swarm. You're doing a mob, aren't you? These guys are the goblins of Batman, aren't they?
It's not a bad way to do it.
They're no good individually. They're in a mob, great. Well, they've all got mob stuff, you know.
And you got Penguin in there going Inspire, so they've all got that.
These are people. These are guys for Penguin to pick up and throw at the enemy, you know, so he doesn't suffer the attacks himself, sort of thing.
Pretty much.
His little meat shields. Oh. So we get up to the heady heights now.
Yeah, the heavy heights of
Royal Penguin.
This guy is nasty. He's a bit of a 1+ in the gang, really.
Yeah, so there's one thing jumping off the card straight away. Well, let's go through it in order. So he's reputation 24.
24.
He's non-repeatable. He's not going to start by his name, so he's special, this guy, if you like. He has got movement, strength 4+. Doesn't matter. Movement 2, attack 3, defense 3, endurance 5.
Yeah, so he's a little bit. You can already see his stats are already +1 to everything that we saw before.
Yeah, yeah. And willpower 4.
And what's really good about him?
This is a massive, great big gun.
Oh, his gun is filthy.
Assault rifle.
Yeah.
Right. God almighty. So firearm. 3. It's got no range on it, so it's got infinite range, hasn't it? Anyway, it's 3 blood. Rate of fire 3. And 2 ammo. So you could shoot. You could do 9 blood on somebody, couldn't you, in one shot, basically?
Yes.
Potentially.
Very much.
Yeah.
You could nearly kill anyone with that.
Yeah.
Blood is horrendous, and he's actually.
That's kind of what he does. He shoots a lot. Yeah.
He's a good one to actually just give the back claw to in the start, because
get him up on
in your equipment,
on a roof.
You put him up, you get him up on the roof, and he has this
massive threat.
Big line of sight. His defense 3 as well, which is brilliant. It's the same as what Sickle was.
Yeah.
You know, this guy just he's
very simple. This guy, isn't he?
He is your 1+ in the gang.
Yeah, yeah. 600 funding, so that's double.
That's kind of his problem, but with Penguin, you don't
doesn't
care.
matter because Penguin's got extra money.
Extra 500.
Yeah, he's good. I would almost always take him. I think if it was me, definitely.
Yeah.
There's no reason to like. So I said the back claw, brilliant on him. Yeah, I'm so shocked by that guy. But oh my god, so it's something even worse.
25 points. 25
rep points, so 1 more rep point than the last guy.
Yeah.
This is the Ice Penguin. He's non-repeatable, thank the Lord. He's usual sort of stat. Oh, he's got an extra movement, this guy. So he's got strength 5+, 25 rep, strength 5+, movement 3, attack 3. Defense 3, endurance 4, so we're back down to endurance 4, willpower 4.
Yep.
And this guy's got a gun as well. This is an odd one. This is a strange sort of gun I've not really seen before.
Nasty gun.
But I've been shot with it though in game.
Yep.
Sword off shotgun. So that's an expansive gun.
Expansive.
So it's the big
Take your hits.
thing with the 3 bands. What is it? Mild, seriously, and lethal.
Yep.
No, sorry, lethal.
Seriously
and mild. That's it. It gets weaker as you. Oh, one thing I noticed, by the way, if you're really close to the guy who's shooting an expansive, you're not hit by it, I believe. You know, if you're within the lethal, you miss it because it's like a narrow jet stream coming out. That's just.
Well, yeah, it's a gun, so you have to be 5 away anyway.
That's true. Yeah. That's
so, or
yeah, because it's got the firearm rule. So we're good there. We're good there.
You've got a gun.
But yeah, it's expensive. It's not something I've seen much in game, so I'm like, ooh, what's this, you know? But yeah, it's got 3 bands of strength. The closer you are, basically, the worse you're going to get hit.
Yeah, this is a double blood stun, and it's stun.
Yeah.
So you get hit by them, and everyone's going to get hit by it. You'll get your normal blink rolls, so if you're hiding behind something, you might not get hit.
It's a massive blast. This is basically like a Gatling, I don't know, it's like just a huge blast area effect. If there's 8 guys stood in that and that's under that template, they're all getting hit.
I believe
It's awful.
we're making this video just before the new rulebook. I believe there is a to hit roll with them now that's coming in.
There's
but I don't know.
There's talk about grenades. Do they need to roll to hit? Things like this.
So yeah, we don't know the facts right now about that, but you know.
Even if you do need to roll to hit, it's still good.
You're going to take him.
It's still good, yeah.
25 rep, he is awesome. 200 funding as well.
Yeah. He's only got 1 ammo, and obviously it's rate of fire 1 because you only get 1 of these blasts. But if you can get to an ammo crate, happy days.
I like starting him off with the extra ammo as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's a good one to get the double ammo.
That's a horrible gun for 25 rep points, really. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Very, very good. All right, moving swiftly on. We've got Savage Penguin. All right, so this guy's rep 26. He's another gun guy, just to spoiler him.
Yep.
Strength 5. That's a lot of them are strength 5 so far.
Movement 3. He's got attack 4, so this guy's actually much better at attacking. But then he's suddenly defense 2.
Yeah.
So
I think there's a story behind this guy.
He's quite messed up.
He's a bit more vicious, but he's got no concern for his own safety. He's less defense.
Yeah.
His endurance 5, not bad at this level.
He's suddenly one up again. You know, he's 26 rep. He's okay. I think the funding 300's a little steep.
Well, he's got a gun, so you know, instantly some sort of dollarage is
well,
going to be needed.
Actually, look at the rate of fire on that.
Rate of fire, right? So the first thing he's got is a gun, SMG. Submachine gun, short range.
Rate of fire 4.
Rate of fire 4, 2 blood.
He's gone crazy with that.
Yeah.
One shot.
Well, yeah, and it's short range though, so it's 20, isn't it?
20, yeah.
20. So is it? What does it look like on the model? I don't remember seeing this guy. Well, anyway, I'm suddenly imagining a Tommy gun. It's short range, but you can shoot 4 times, 2 blood.
Rate of fire 4. It's a hard one to get off. I think rate of fire is a difficult one to get off short range.
Yeah. Yeah, because usually a lot of the time you've got to move a bit. You're too far away all the time.
Yeah, you're stuck in that held position, and if someone comes within 5 of you, you can't shoot.
Yeah.
And
so
if
there's a 15
someone's
centimetre band, isn't there?
You know, and all this pre-measuring is people. You know, no one's going to voluntarily just walk into your shot.
And stay in the nice band where you can.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a good one to finish people off. For instance, if someone's lying on the floor because they've just been knocked out, he's a really good guy to just go over. You know, hit them on 2s.
He's not really. He might be a backlaw contender, you know, to give the backlaw to, but
no, I don't think so.
Number 1, he's only got 1 ammo. Number 2, the short range. You've got to, you know,
I think he needs the extra.
Very limited. If you put him up here, you're ruined. You know, you're not going to be able to shoot anybody on the ground.
He'll have 1 shot, yeah, whatever. He needs the extra ammo.
Yeah.
Really. Or the stealth, perhaps. I don't know. I'm not really sure about him.
Yeah,
he's got a knife. He's got a knife as well, so he has some combat potential. He's got a sharp.
Yeah, he's attack 4. He's got a knife that's 1 blood and sharp. That's almost better than his gun, really, when you look at it.
Well, yeah.
In terms of, you know, usability, utility. He's also got He's got mobster and he's got stupid. So he can't manipulate, so he can't get any ammo out of an ammo crate. No,
that's his problem. That's his ultimate downfall. I mean, you know, he's got an awesome gun.
Yeah.
That he
can't refuel it. No.
So
you need to give him the ammo from the beginning of the game.
Start of the game, you give him ammo, or you don't rely on him. I think he's a little.
Or you take somebody else instead.
On paper, you nearly think he's brilliant. He's worth the points. Rate of fire 4 gun. Wow. You know, he's only 26 points, he's got 2 weapons, you think he's great, and then you suddenly realise, hang on, that's a massive downfall.
It is, because, the gun's a bit tricky to get anything out of, really.
Yeah.
I've had that with my pistol, guys. Anybody short range, immediately, it's hard work to get the maximum potential out of them, isn't it?
It's stupid as well, you know, you can't actually go get a Titan so you can become more ferocious.
You can't even grab a loot for you, can you?
No.
No, so...
You can't do anything.
It's a bit ropey, unless there's some anybody's found a magical way of making this guy awesome and using him. You know, what does he do?
I think he's a tricky one. But
yeah. Okay, so now we're up into the expensive henchman. So this guy is called Penguin Emperor.
Yes.
He is 31 rep points.
That is expensive. So why is he so expensive, Pete?
I don't
strength
know.
4.
Let's have a look at him.
I'll tell you what. I think
strength 4. That's good.
This is actually my favourite henchman.
Okay. Is this card right before we?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
He's got movement 2, which is whatever.
Yeah.
Attack 3 and defense 4. So his defense actually means that he can actually defend himself. People don't just automatically hit him like these hits on 2s.
He's also got other defensive abilities in his traits as well.
So he actually.
So he's quite defensive.
He's good. He's good. He's got endurance 5 on like 4. So and he's got 5 willpower. So this guy actually has enough to try and help. He's got an electric baton. This is the only guy in the game who's got this weapon. It's 2 stun with handy and mechanic. So this guy is wounding on 3s.
Always on the 3, yeah. Always on the 3.
Always on the 3 with damage.
Reroll to hit.
2 stun. Yeah, reroll to hit and any wound.
It's a shame he's only attack 3, isn't he? Because that's quite...
Oh, it's ferocious nearly.
Yeah.
Like this guy is actually going to do a lot of damage. He's a really good card. This guy is actually one of the best ones to activate first because of his rule, follow me. So all henchmen within 10 get 1 movement counter. So you activate him first, costs you special to do that. Everyone gets a movement counter, you get him in, you go and do your attack. You know, people are going to have to defend against that. He's not going to, no blood damage, but it doesn't matter because he's too likely to actually cause these wounds.
Yeah.
So, you know,
all damage is good damage, isn't it, really?
My activation order typically would be get Penguin first, uses Persuasive, get Inspire out, you know, shoot the gun. This guy, get him out second, he gets to follow me. Suddenly you've actually got 2 counters out of nowhere.
Everyone got free.
Everyone's getting these free counters before everyone's moved. This is before the heavy hitters have actually moved.
Yeah.
So I really rate him. The follow me just makes him. Not to mention the football gear, which cancels sharp and heavy items.
So defense 4 as well. So you know he's going to be reasonably tricky to put down, isn't he?
Those guys who thought they were just going to wound him, you know, the ninjas suddenly are rubbish against him.
Yeah.
They're wounding at a 5, but no reroll.
Yeah.
Whereas he's actually hurting them quite handily because he's got handy roll and then he's 2 stun.
I love the visual. Yeah.
He's
the
ninjas
are chopping away with the swords and he's just like.
He does it. He's brilliant. He's actually for 31 points. I think looking at him off the bat, you think I don't know if he's any good, but thinking about it, he's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, he is. Yes. 31 rep that guy.
I've got I suffer.
Which one is he?
It's that guy there. I suffer from True Love Penguin Emperor, I think.
He dies, so sad. Well, I remember that. I remember that for the future. What's his name? Like Emperor, right? I'll write that down.
Just get some hearts coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kill the Emperor. Okay,
right,
so now we're up into crazy territory. Conqueror Penguin.
Conqueror.
35. This is the brother of Emperor, no doubt. 35 rep points, and straight away he's also wearing football gear, so they must be good pals, these two.
They are. He's good.
Oh, is this guy with the chain? This is this guy, isn't it?
This guy
that
is
guy there,
absolutely brilliant as well.
Chain. Okay, and 35 rep, strength 4. Like the last guy, which is lovely. Movement 2, attack 3.
Attack 3, defense 4.
Like the last guy.
He's got the same stats as the other guy. So yeah, he is.
So they're twin brother.
And funding 200. The funding 200 is well.
We should mention this guy and the last guy are elite penguin.
Yes.
If you want to take both of these, you need to bring the sidekick, don't you? Sickle, yeah. So these guys have come over on the boat with Sickle. They're all a little cosy gang. So this guy's also got football gear, like his brother.
Yeah. Well, he's got his weapons first. He's got a chain with reach. The chain's okay.
Yeah, 1 blood reach.
Yeah.
Alright.
I think it's blood. It might be around the stun. He's got reach regardless, which is good. The reason why it's good is because he's got the power strike with the chain. And the power strike, what it does is you spend a special and he gets an automatic knockdown as long as he's hit his opponent.
Yeah.
So again, he's one of the guys who you want to try and activate first, because if you get him up and you attack someone, you're guaranteed that they are going to have to block his attacks because he can't afford to get knocked down. You know, if you're attacking Batman or Deathstroke, whoever, you cannot afford to get knocked down.
Yeah. Because then you're in deep trouble when the rest of the gang activate.
Well, and everyone else comes up and hits you on 2s. Yeah,
especially if there's about 7 other henchmen nearby and you're doing the old, activate your next henchman on a 4-up and all that sort of thing.
Yeah. So this is only a hit. You don't need to wound them. You automatically unlock them then. And that's that is ferocious, as you know. And what we have to love about him is his frag grenade.
Right, I don't get this. So it's a firearm.
Rate of fire 1, ammo 1.
Right.
So he's going to throw 1 grenade. He's a guy who I like to buy that extra ammo for. So you get two frag grenades. Although, saying that, I've never actually used it.
It's not even, is it explosive?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it should be explosive.
Yeah, it's a short range.
This card is basically blank.
Yeah,
It's one of the originals.
It's a short range, he throws it, it blows up.
Yeah.
Well, as every grenade does. I think the new rules, they hit on a 3.
Yeah.
Brilliant. I mean, why not get 2 of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, for 200 points you get an extra grenade. He's good. Veteran as well.
So there's an instant tip here for anybody playing against the Penguin crew. If you see the elite Penguin posse, shoot them first. Because they're going to mess you up.
Yeah, yeah. And then you've got a veteran, which is you can rearrange 2 tokens when you
activate. Yeah. So if he needs to adjust his plan slightly, he can. It's mini trickster, isn't it? Really.
Yeah, he's good. You know, so that having that little trick is good because that means even if you do activate him last, you can actually decide to put those defense tokens and put them into attack.
Mm-hmm. No, really good. Those two brothers, the elite Penguins. We're on to final henchman.
The last one.
This one, he's repeatable. You can take as many of these as you like. Titan Blue Penguin. So he's one of the little rubbish guys down at the bottom of the gang on Titan, and he's large for that reason, and he's 53 rep. So he's unarmed. No, well, not really. He's got
his gloves on.
Reinforced gloves, so 2 stun. He's doing 2 stun. He's got no range weapons whatsoever.
As all big guys, strength 3 plus, movement 2, boring, attack 3, defense 3. The attack 3 I think is an interesting point because he's a big guy. He's attack 3. I think he's the only big guy with attack 3.
Yeah.
However, the defense 3 really gets my interest because he's one of the only big guys, cheap big guys with defense 3 as well.
Yeah, a lot of them are 2, aren't they?
Yeah, a lot of them are 2. So he's defense 3. It's good.
Yeah.
He's suddenly.
He's only taking 50%, isn't he? Really.
He's viable. Endurance 8 and willpower 6.
Yeah.
So with the defense 3 and endurance 8, it means that he can actually take a lot of hits. I found that he's actually quite a handy one to, stick out as a dummy.
Yeah.
You can put him out, and your opponents are going to go for him, thinking that he's a viable target. Although the attack 3 on him makes him.
Well, the model will look scary. If somebody doesn't know his stats. I mean, he looks way more scary than Sickle.
He's very imposing.
But he's mediocre. But he's going to attract a lot of attention.
53 points. I think he's awesome.
Yeah, worth
really
it.
Good.
So I mean, he's also got a load of tricks up his sleeve. Reinforced gloves we know about. He's got sturdy. That's where you.
Every 3 counters, you will lose an action counter instead of 2.
Yeah, that's it. It takes 3 damage to knock a counter off this guy, basically. He's stupid. Who cares? Doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter with him.
Can't manipulate anything. It's not what he's there for. Really. He's brutal, which is nice. That's re-roll your collateral damage die.
With the reinforced gloves, he's also doing the double stun damage.
Yeah. So you can get another stun out.
Reinforced gloves, brutal and strength 3. That's why you can't let him hit you.
Yeah.
Because he actually does far too much damage. Yeah, that'll knock people over.
Nice, he's good.
It's only 3 attacks, but yeah, whatever.
Not bad. So that's quite a lot of guys, isn't it? Loads of henchmen there.
There's quite a lot. Yeah, there is a lot of henchmen. Let's talk about the pros and cons of the game.
Now prepare to meet your end within my aviary of doom.
Aviary of what?
Yeesh, Pengers, how corny can you get?
Ha! Just because you mundane miscreants have no drama in your souls. Anyway, there he was in my big birdhouse.
So the pros of the gang, we've kind of gone through already. There's a lot of different ways you can build this gang. You can build it either really heavy henchmen or really heavy free agents.
Yeah. So it's kind of like all action heroes, isn't it?
It is, as I said, it's one of the most diverse gangs, and that makes it, in a sense, one of the best gangs because it actually has so many options to do this.
Yeah. Well, it's fitting because he's one of the top villains, isn't he, in the Batman universe?
And then, nearly on the flip side of that, at the current state of it, he has there's one sidekick and 1 leader. So that's a negative to it.
Yeah.
So, you know, in the initial stages, you've got one choice.
Yeah.
But then down the ladder, you've got so many choices. Check out Bat Builder to see, like, Penguin has as many, no, not as many, but nearly as many choices as Joker.
Yeah.
So, you know, he is the second most populated gang, or nearly complete. You know, he is one gang that doesn't need more investment in.
Yeah.
Not for a while, not like Bane or...
It's a big, yeah, it's one of the bigger ranges, isn't it? Is it equal to Joker?
No, Joker has a few more, but it's certainly getting there.
Not many more.
I don't think it especially needs it.
And they also, you know, they've got the Blackgate, the access to Blackgate that most of them.
And the Loonies, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Zaz and such like that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, free agents.
So I mean, you could spend a long time collecting Penguin and his associates, couldn't you, before you got bored, really?
I think
that's a pro, definitely.
I think we're like going through and making gangs. I think the dirtiest gang I've ever made has been through Penguin. So this is a pro and a negative again. I think. You know,
Stop that at once. Now, young Mr. Harris was about to reveal a Penguin crew list that's absolute filth, doesn't adhere to the fluff, would be absolutely no fun to play against, and what's more is really silly. So, in the interest of decent public British standards of decency, fair play and safety, we've decided to ban the list altogether. Thanks very much. Right, carry on and let's have no more of this nonsense.
There's the drawbacks as well. I don't know. Somebody like a Penguin, I think he's not that. He doesn't have great rules, so I don't know.
He's got exactly. I think the rules are brilliant because he's supposed to be. You know, he's got no physical presence whatsoever. You know, he's all about the gun umbrella and his cronies. It's his crony. He acts through his hordes of cronies and his henchmen.
Yeah.
He's no good in the fight himself, really. Apart from his umbrella, he's very, very. If you're into the fluff, like you know, if you like the rules to match the fluff, like I always do, they've got him spot on. I think
he does.
If he gets cornered in an alleyway on his own, he's absolutely, you know, doomed, as he should be, really.
He should be.
He's not the Joker or you know, somebody good like that fighting. Brilliant.
Let's talk about what we want to see next.
Just one question, Batman. How'd you find me?
You left a trail of breadcrumbs, Cobblepot.
Please! Now that all pretenses are off, call me Penguin. A flightless bird, but one with style!
Okay, so now we'll have a quick chat about things we'd like to see for the future of the gang, maybe characters introduced and such like. So you think, personally, when I think about Penguin, once you've got Penguin and you've got some gang members, that's kind of what you see. But thinking a bit further, in the recent Arkham Origins game, there's a character associated with Penguin, well, a couple, but one in particular, who could maybe be added in, and that was, I think she was called Cindy, was it?
I can't remember, it's the girl
Cindy.
with the
personal assistant.
Alright, love.
Yeah,
the chappy
God blimey, you know, and all that, and she came on and shouted at all the henchmen to, you know, kill Batman or the Penguin's gonna do your faces in and all that, oh God blimey. And yeah, short skirt, you know, all that
she would be brilliant. We were discussing it earlier. Why not have her like the worst character ever? She's got all 2 stats, but she'd cost like 15 points as a sidekick, and she's got like 2 rules. But like maybe a special rule that's like, you know.
She should be a full sidekick in terms of what sidekicks get, but she should be rubbish in a fight. You came up with the idea. She waves a baseball bat around, doesn't she, in the game briefly?
And gets beaten up.
So she should get a baseball bat and glasses, you know, all the rest of it. Could be funny.
15 points, and she essentially has something a bit threatening.
Distract or disarray or something along those lines.
There you go, distract. But that's it. 15 points.
She's annoying. She's annoying. That's her fluff, isn't it?
She could actually, you know what? She could be the elite Penguin boss.
That better be lip gloss you're reaching for.
Come on, let me out! This ain't funny! Cobblepot ain't gonna be happy when he hears about this!
Moving on, so other stuff with Penguin we like to see. It's a bit of a staple this now, but let's go back to the 60s. Burgess Meredith's depiction of the Penguin.
I know too many people who want him. Eh?
Yeah, and when I was watching it when I was about 4, he was one of the few of them who was actually a bit scary. Even, you know, when you're a little kid.
Brilliant.
Is it the nose and
you just think of it. Yeah.
and the cigarette thing wobbling up and down. You know, he's pretty sinister.
He should be like a 40-point boss. Very few rules, but again, he should have something really stupid written into him.
Yeah, as a tricky umbrella, like as a really comedy umbrella.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Yeah, not threatening. I like the idea that all of these 66 Batman heroes are a bit rubbish.
Yeah.
They're all cheap, but they've got like poor abilities.
Yeah.
But they're still a leader option.
Yeah.
Be great.
Definitely.
And then of course what we want and what everyone wants is Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, look at the Batmans nowadays. They're all too afraid to actually.
You've got a choice of costumes there as well. You know, you've got him in his mare finery, and you've got him in his bedraggled.
They're all
underpants.
They're all afraid.
Long johns on.
All these new directors are afraid to use another Penguin because they know DeVito was the man.
You couldn't. Yeah, you're going to struggle to top that. I mean, although you know people said that about you know the Joker, didn't they? And, well, there's debates, but
you always call back the Joker.
Yeah. Well, it's a typo. You know, the game should be called Joker. The miniature.
True love Joker. Yeah.
But no, Penguin, Danny DeVito Penguin, awesome.
So there you go. There's 3 ideas for 3 leaders and an extra sidekick leader. Sidekick option as well.
Can I hazard henchman, Clockwork Penguin?
Oh,
you know,
and yeah, having the idea I saw a while ago, all having the these henchmen with Penguin that they all have explosives.
Oh, yeah.
They're all just like mobile bombs.
Yeah, the henchman bomb.
I think you'd be more buying it as a pack, so you get one guy with the remote control Penguin, and then you buy it comes with 3 Penguins.
Yeah.
And it would have some kind of wacky rules that, you know, they run in and whatever. If the man dies, then these Penguins all like probably
go random or just deactivate
blow up.
No, they should explode immediately. That'd be funny.
That'd be great. I think there's some so that's another henchman idea.
Yeah.
Or possibly what your extra, you know, your sidekick could do.
That's kind of Penguin Wave 2, I would think, because that'd be quite a big release. It's almost like the Plants, but robotic penguins.
Yeah, I think that's certainly an idea that they could go into.
Yeah.
Living well is the best revenge.
Thanks for watching, guys. We've actually enjoyed doing this whole podcast / review thing a lot, you know?
Yeah.
We hope you're enjoying them. We've got another few on the way. Next up's going to be a bit of a special one, really. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying the bat-builder.com. There's a player locator on there now as well, so you can actually go on and see if there's people playing in your area. It's up to you. It's up to you if you want to add any additional information. But just go on Bat Builder and go there. Send us an email. Add yourself. You can find all these players. They're usually on Facebook or whatever. So you know, I'm hoping that it becomes a better community. I've seen it happen elsewhere, and you know, kind of robbing ideas and doing it the same. That these things work. You know. So yeah. Anyway, please comment, like, tell us what you want to see next. You know, just let us know how it's going, and hope to see you at Titan Games next tournament in March.
21st of March 2015, yeah, we'll be there, won't we?
That's going to be good, yeah, it'll be good. The last one's so brilliant, but anyway.
Right, see you guys.
See you later, guys.
Cheerio.